Okay, morning everybody. This is going to be our last call for 2014 until we get back on the 5th of January. All right, let's get started. So we had a big surge out of the US last night on the back of the Federal Reserve saying they'll be patient in the timing of interest rate hikes. The market obviously really liked that, although the rhetoric, and they really pushed the US up just over 2% on the day. We also had a big reverse out of the oil price with the energy sector outperforming. So yeah, on the oil related stocks, we had big rallies out of Noble Energy, Neighbors Industries, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and I saw Sasol in the States also had a great day, closing up quite a lot higher than we had closed here. In stock-specific stuff, we had Carnival Corp and Royal Caribbean Cruises rising strongly on news that the U.S. relations with Cuba are to be normalized, which is going to obviously open up a new market for them. And then FedEx Corp fell hard after releasing earnings that missed analyst estimates. In Asia, we had some decent follow-through. Nikkei up just over 2%, Aussie up just under 1%. The miners in Aussie, Billy's up almost 2%, so managing to actually hold their gains today. So we should see some outperformance out of Billy's and Anglers this morning. Kospi was down a little bit, Shanghai up marginally, and Hang Seng up also just under 1% with Tencent rallying about 5%. So we should see some good rally out of Naspers as well. Naspers in general has been holding a lot better than Tencent. So now with Tencent rallying, I think we should see some good follow through there. The charts of interest today, just showing how the different sectors on the S&P have performed. There we have utilities and healthcare outperforming. Utilities at 17%, healthcare just under 16%, and then obviously the energy sector, which is outperformed, which is underperformed, down 20% on the year, which is actually not a bad result considering that the oil price is off about 50% since June. So just a graph showing how the different sectors have performed. No corporate action today. Key factors today, we have a German IFO business climate coming out at 11:30 UK retail sales, 11:30 SA PPI. At 3:30 we have initial jobless claims, and at 5 o'clock US leading index. All right, let's have a quick look at the charts. The first one I'm going to show is Aussie. Here you can see the open on the Aussie. If I zoom in a little bit, testing that level we got to down in mid-August, mid-October. Massive reversal. We're up about 750 points this morning on the open. So a great start. Obviously we've got closeout today, as you should know. So we should get a lot of action out of the market today. All right, the next one I want to show is the healthcare sector, which had a great day yesterday. Mediclinic's actually one we've been watching a little bit. I think I showed it last week. We've been forming this flag recently. We got the breakout, which I showed, but it actually took, which I showed last week, but it actually took a day or two to get going, and then yesterday it popped nicely. So Mediclinic approaching its previous highs at around $100, and I think it could probably exceed that in the short term, especially today being a strong day on the Aussie. And then the other, I'll just zip through the other healthcare stocks as well. Aspen also having a nice reversal day, been coming off recently from the highs, but it's also, as we've spoken about recently, you want to be looking for opportunities to buy stocks that are in great uptrends, and Aspen's definitely one of those. So there we see the 50-day moving average in green, nice big reversal right through the 50-day moving average. Also been flagging, so get a little bit of follow through today, and I think we could get up and go test those highs in Aspen. And then the last one out of the healthcare sector is Netcare. Netcare actually traded well for most yesterday, but I see it closed well off the highs. Also forming a neat little flag here. Probably less steep of a pullback than the rest of them. So if we get a nice move to close about sort of 36.80 region today, we could get a continuation of that flag that's forming there. All right, Sasol. Let's see if we can get this chart to update. Just see my chart seems to have frozen here for a second. Let me see if I can get this going. All right, Sasol. For some reason. All right, bear with me for a second. I see my chart seems to have frozen yet. All right, there you go. Okay, so yesterday, actually the last 2 days in Sasol, we've had a little bit of a reversal. The day before yesterday wasn't quite as convincing, or on Monday. But yesterday's reversal, taking out the highs of the previous lows, and I presume we're going to get some nice follow through today. Yesterday we closed at 403. In the States we closed at 414, so expect at least sort of 10 Rand on the open, and we could get a little bit of continuation from that. Look like we're putting in a short-term low out of Sasol, obviously really extended on the downside on this RSI. Next one I want to show is Steinhoff. So Steinhoff, we showed a reversing off the previous highs. Obviously one we want to be looking to buy. It's been in a great uptrend. So we're looking to buy at any sort of decent level that gives us opportunity. If I zoom in here, I think if we can get a reversal above this 20-day moving average, coming in at around sort of 58.20ish, then I think that could be the reversal we're looking for. We're just forming a neat little flag at the moment, so hopefully we can get a little more today, and then it'll show a buy signal on Steinhoff to take out the highs. And then the last one I want to show today was Sappi. Sappi has been in a little bit of a head and shoulders formation recently. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay, so here's the head and shoulders that's formed. Quite a clear resistance line. Also was support that it broke at about 40.80. Also coming in with the 200-day moving average. Yesterday we traded reasonably well in Sappi, but I would say definitely favour the downside in it until we can take out this neckline at 40.80. So as long as it remains below 40.80, I would say the downside target remains at about. So we're calling about $7 from the downside. So I would say around about 33ish, 34ish would be our downside target in Sappi. And that's all for today, guys. Good luck trading, and beware its closeout. There's going to be some volatility.